good to buy dollars because
Correct.
it's good to buy dollars because it's going to appreciate.
Very good. So see, that's why you're the host. The thing is, I mean, if you think about it, a normal person would say, peso, I'll keep my money in peso. That's the average person. A Forex trader has to think different. Okay, the situation is the peso is good. It's strong. It's very strong now. Okay, euro is in decline. Let's remove euro from the equation. Between the peso and the dollar is very weak right now, okay, compared to the peso. However, as I said, next year I believe it's not going to be 100%, but I believe there's going to be a pause or a correction. And the U.S. economy is slowly improving. How do I know that? First of all, last Friday, they added more jobs. Well, not last Friday, the first Friday of February. They declared 200,000+ more jobs. And they also corrected the jobs report for December and so on and so forth. But not just that. I have information because I have relatives in the U.S. They have jobs. They were unemployed for 2 years and they have jobs now. At the same time, a friend of ours came back from the U.S. and then she's in the real estate market and she's saying it's booming because especially new houses. No? And so that gives me an insight that, hey, the U.S. economy is going to go a little higher. Right now, the dollar is at a very low point. Well, not low as in low, but lower to the peso.
Than usual, yes.
So I asked my class, where would you put your money? So the answer basically is start buying dollars today. At 42.40, 42.50, that's a good price.
A question, if you have dollars right now, what do you suggest to do? What would you do? Would you keep it or change it?
I would suggest you keep it in dollars and then you move it in dollars. Meaning to say, there are investments where you can put it in the form of dollars without needing to convert it to peso anymore. Because if you start converting dollar to peso and then putting it into another investment, you lose a lot in the transaction, the spread, remember? So look for investments where you can place the dollar without any conversion anymore. You know, if you go outside of the realm of Forex, you were saying that you have some dollar-denominated funds from, let's say, Pru Life. So you can look at that. If you want to go into Forex, then that's the perfect venue because the dollars that, you know, that you have, without converting it, can now be placed into a trading account. And then you make money by buying and selling within the day or within 24 hours or within 3 days. And then if you make some money, then you get dollars back in profit. But if you lose money, of course, you lose in dollars. So keep it in dollars and then make that dollar move. That's my suggestion.
Okay, when you trade, do you have to be watching it like the whole day, the whole time?
Well,
might lose some sleep there and you cannot make wise decisions.
Honestly, when you start, that will be the mindset. I mean, you have to look at it day and night because not because you're required to, but because you're curious. You want to know what's happening. And because the Forex market is so fast, you can make so much money in a few minutes. You're glued to the screen. However, when you get a little older and a little bit more used to it, you don't have to. In fact, that's what I teach in my class because we all have a life. So what I teach in my class, you place your orders. You have to place stop orders and, of course, take profit orders at the same time. And then once you do that, you can walk away. Like for me, I put my orders, I walk away because I have to handle so many other things during the day. So the answer is when you get a little older, no.
Okay, so like now, so is it like the stock markets, the market, it's open from 9:30 to 3:30?
Yeah.
Is it the same thing with Forex or it's at night naman?
Forex is 24 hours a day.
24 hours, okay.
So as in 24 hours a day from Mondays to Fridays, essentially. So in terms of advantages of that, I mean, it's a continuous market. Unlike where there's a stop and start of a market, like the stock exchange, not just the Philippines, but stock exchanges around the world.
Around the world, yeah.
There will be gaps, market gaps. For example, the stock was trading at 20 pesos when the market closed. And then when it opens the next day, since it closes at 3:30, so from 3:30 to 9:30 the next day, the transactions are still ongoing. They're finishing transactions. the price could slip to 21, 25, maybe even lower. Hindi naman ganun. I mean, drastic examples about that's your market slippage. So the advantage of a continuous market is that there's very minimal slippage during the week. Of course, there might be some slippages, or not slippages, market gaps rather, after the weekend. But during the week, it's pretty continuous.
What about you talked about the peso?
Yeah.
What about the other Asian countries? How is that? I mean, what's the forecast for that?
They're doing well. Unfortunately, I'm not really into the Asian. I haven't been studying the Asian countries' currencies. However, I do believe that in Asia, well, Australasia still is Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. That will continue to do well. However, there will be some corrections now. Singapore dollar, I've heard a lot of good friends of mine who are in business and who have been doing business in Singapore a lot. That it's very stable, and so that would be a good place to park your money as well. Chinese yuan, wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Why? Because the Chinese government is strictly controlling the yuan, the rise and fall. Even though they're letting it appreciate right now, it's still not something that would really make you money over the long term.
Hong Kong dollar.
Hong Kong dollar is pretty stable as well. However, again, not too familiar with the Hong Kong dollar and most Asian currencies.
Okay, because I know that right now they say that the boom is actually in Asia. So the Asian currencies is a good buy.
It is. Overall, across the board, yes. I mean, you can see it in the strength of the peso right now, right?
And they say that the peso is like one of the top performers of last year.
Yeah. Again, coupled with the performance of OFWs, of course, our sectors here, and I guess the political climate has become a little bit more stable. The peso is one of the outperformers, that's for sure. However, as I said, that's going to continue this year. Next year, I believe there's going to be a slight correction in that.
So by next year, the dollar again will be moving up.
I've always, since the start of this year, I've been telling my students and anyone who would listen, actually, that the dollar is going to strengthen. So do not, instead of selling your dollar now, I mean, if you don't have to sell your dollars, then keep your dollars, and instead of selling it, buy some more. But the peso is at an all-time high. Well, not all-time high. It reached 39 at one point. But it's a pretty strong state right now. But I believe it's going to weaken.
I actually just came from Bangkok, and their dollar is like 29.
Wow, the Thai baht.
The Thai baht is 29.
Wow.
Is to 1.
Well, they've outperformed us.
Yeah, I think they always did, because the exchange rate is 1 to 1.4.
Yeah.
One Thai baht is 1 peso and 40 cents now.
So yeah, so basically their currency is stronger than the peso. Relative to the dollar, they're actually outperforming us, because remember, they were slightly lower than us back in 2002, 2001, or right after the crisis, the Asian crisis of 97. But yeah.
So you're saying, are you also predicting that because the fundamentals of Asia is very strong right now, so the currencies in Asia will...
Yeah, the currencies in Asia...
As against the first world countries.
Yeah, the currencies in Asia are a good, place to park your money as well this year.
Let's say for the OFWs, they're earning Hong Kong dollar, Singapore dollar, Taiwan.
If they have a choice, then...
what do they do? Do they change it or just keep it if they want to save it?
Well, as far as I know, most OFWs, not all, but most OFWs get paid in US dollars anyway. They get paid in US dollars. Most, not all. But so if you get paid in US dollars, as I said, keep it in dollars. And then, what do you call this? Make it move in dollars. So find ways to invest it in the dollar form without having to change it to any other currency.
Oh, because like some of my friends in Hong Kong, they're earning Hong Kong dollars.
Oh, that's good.
So
then keep it in that currency, or if they want to, they can start buying dollars, because as I said, the dollar is at a low point right now.
Okay, we have a question that came in. Okay, from cell phone ending 5393. I am watching your show. What number can I call to attend the seminar in February 24?
Okay.
Please write it down.
Yeah,
He's going to say it again.
Let me repeat that. It's at, you can call 687-4445 or 687-3416 or 687-4645.
An email.
Email marksaw@forexclubasia.com. Yeah.
So, and that's going to be from 1 to 4 o'clock, 4 hours.
1:30 to 5:30
1:30
p.m.
to 5:30, and that's in, where is it going to be?
Okay, it's going to be at the Business Maker headquarters. It's Suite 1503A. A is in Apple, West Tower of the Philippine Stock Exchange Center, Exchange Road, Ortigas Center, Pasig City. Remember, it's Ortigas, it's not in Makati, so you might go to Makati.
Yeah.
So Ortigas Center, tech-type building, basically.
Okay. So, well, you know, our 45 minutes is finished again.
It's done?
It's done.
What?
So please, your message to our viewers.
Okay. Well, my message is this. As I've been saying, I believe that the dollar will continue to strengthen. It's at a weak point right now. Perfectly good time to buy it. But when you have dollars, if you're earning dollars, don't convert it anymore to peso if you don't have to. And then instead, if you really want to invest it in something that does not require you to convert it back to peso anymore. So find investments that are dollar denominated, let it grow, and I believe that over time, by end of this year, you'll see some good returns. Right.
And for maybe a message for the startups, the ones who just wants to start exploring the Forex market.
If you want to start exploring the Forex market, take my advice. Get educated first, more than anything else. Do not, let's say you have money, use that money to get educated first. Do not use that money and then put it in and then bahala na si Batman. Because I did that. It's not recommended. Of course, it will make you learn a little faster if you're into that. But I would suggest get educated first. Go on February 24, and I'll see you there.
Okay, so thank you for that. Thank you again, Mark, for coming here and gracing our show and teaching our viewers about the Forex market. And of course, you know, in this show, we'd always like to educate them and teach them about the different ways where they can invest their money, their hard-earned money.
Yep, definitely.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Again, we need to manage our wealth wisely. Calculate every move you make towards spending your money. You have to respect the wealth that you have made for you and your family, and honor God and thank Him for the talent and the wisdom He gave us that brought us where we are today. Again, I will leave you with the magic 3. With luck comes preparedness. Make your money work harder for you and build wealth for your peace of mind. Lastly, thank you to my sponsors, Frank Provo Studio and Flawless, and Forever Flawless for my beautiful skin right now. And see you next week, same time, same channel, as we continue learning about different business and investment opportunities. Maraming salamat po at magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat.
Thank you. Yeah, you are glowing. Right?